My family's Tunisian, of course, and we've visited Tunisia almost every summer. And one summer we were staying at this hotel in the capital.
The encounter at the hotel in Tunisia with the famous musicians was very serendipitous.
One day over breakfast, we heard some people speaking English at the table next to us, and so we started a conversation. They were talking about music, and it turned out that one of them was Yanni's flautist, Pedro Eustache.
I told him, Pedro, you probably get this from every mother you meet, but I really think my son is very talented.
They, I suppose, humored us with the opportunity to listen to one of my songs in the lobby.
And Ayman played beautifully, and he and there was a whole entourage around them, and they just loved him.
And then when I finished, they said, yeah, you're playing with us next month. I just finished a song called Joyful Reunion, The New Beginning. It was a double title, and that's what I ended up playing for them in the lobby, and the song that they said we would be playing together. So they flew me back a month later, and I got to participate in really a truly amazing experience.
It's amazing that these two very famous musicians put this much confidence in Ayman. They started the concert with his song, and I thought, boy, I wonder if I were in their shoes if I would make that call. That's a big chance they're taking with someone who's 15 years old. I mean, I honestly felt my heart was just going to stop when he came out. It's like I was very, very anxious and just praying for him. But he seemed extremely calm and confident, and that was amazing. It was a very nice thing to learn about Ayman. I've always known he's comfortable, and it was a very exciting event.
Right after, I was infused with a lot of, I guess, energy to keep writing and inspiration to move on with my musical endeavors. I was in my studio like a hermit, just getting the music together. I wrote the music solo and I recorded it solo, but to play it in concert, I really needed a live orchestra or a core band who could bring it to life. I actually asked David Barbie, the leader of the music business program, if he had anybody in his program who would be interested in interning with me as a manager.
So I emailed David Barbie and was like, hey, is there any way I can have another internship? And so he just emailed me back this YouTube video of a guy playing the piano, and I'm like, huh, this is interesting.
Lo and behold, there was one person who was very enthusiastic, and we had an interview, and it just kicked off from there.
I wound up meeting Ayman and his mom Takwa at a coffee shop, and I just like fell in love with just their passion and their heart.
Kate heard the music the first time and said, yes, this is what we need to be doing, and just we took off from there. And
you know, Ayman's music is so beautiful and so unique, and he's put 1,500 hours into this.
We were just extremely lucky to have her as an intern. She came in, and immediately I felt like, oh, great things are going to happen because of Kate.
Very soon after I joined forces with Kate, we began looking for this orchestra that I needed, and we were soliciting all kinds of different places, and the people just started to come.
We loved everyone who we saw.
I mean, we really didn't have any bad auditions. Everybody who wanted to commit was really there and on board with it. So people of all different national backgrounds, ethnic backgrounds, linguistic backgrounds were all coming together to make this music.
You know, and everyone is just so different. You know, we have people from Venezuelan background, from northern Pakistan background. You know, Ayman's from Tunisia. We have someone from Pennsylvania.
We didn't ask for it. You know, it happened that way, and it was really great.
It's been really cool to seeing him come into his element and love the process. He loves the orchestra more than anything.
I'm very impressed with how well he pulled together this group. He has a very diverse group of people, and to have that group of people on the same wavelength playing the way they do is just remarkable.
Just seeing the growth process, and I think that's been the biggest joy of being a manager. We have 23-year-olds, we have 15-year-olds, and it's been amazing just seeing them all bond.
So the strings have their own little dynamic, and then the vocalists have their own, and then the percussion have their own completely different dynamic. And all together, when we come together, you see it all meshing in a very organic, creative way, I guess. My parents have been very supportive and have opened our home to rehearsals. And
Our house has been joyful and fun and just a great place to be with all these kids coming and going and playing. I've developed a rapport with each and every one of them. But I think it's been fascinating watching Ayman have his own orchestra. And I was happy to watch Ayman in this process and see him, even though this is a very new experience for him, he's very calm and he sort of has this Zen quality about him.
He's just very one of those people who wants to work smarter, not longer, and I think that's what's been really cool about it, as well as that he really wants the time that they're meeting is to be productive and to be efficient.
well, I mean, I plan out in advance what songs are going to happen in what order as we're preparing for a concert or for an event. And I actually teach them through something that's not very typical to classical music, but it's called a song map. It's something that's used a lot in jazz. And I break my songs down into sections and I make a map of the movement of the song rather than giving them sheet music for a lot of the music. And then when we come together as a group, it's basically just bringing together these parts and sealing them and making sure that everybody's working together.
The whole group is just extremely talented. We're very fortunate to have them.
Listen to the song, hear what I have to say about it, and let's hear what you can do with it.
We're just very lucky to have a drummer like Eric, Justin, backup keyboardist. He's just amazing. Jennifer on the violin. Ugh.
When we're all moving at the same pace and everybody's moving together, that's very nice.
It almost brings me to tears to hear them playing Ayman's music. It's wonderful.
I definitely hope to stay as the manager and see where that takes us.
It's very important moving forward, even if we're traveling, even if we're doing this or that. I have to be focused on the music.
But I know that this experience has changed my life and I'm so grateful for it.
I'm really just taking this one day at a time, one step at a time, and I'm just relying on time and on the effort of the orchestra and myself to continue to bring out good music.
I think Ayman's music is beautiful. It's got a soothing quality to it. It's almost healing, and I would love for that to be shared with a lot more people. I would love for more people to experience that kind of feeling that Ayman's music gives you when you listen to it.